haya. Na wananchi, wakati umefika sasa, nchi yetu ya Kenya, wakati umefika wa kusema la, hapana, hatuwezi kukubali, tukatae. Na vile kiongozi mwingine amesema hapa, enough is yeah. Hatuwezi kuendelea namna hii, kwa sababu in fact some countries can survive corruption and institutions can survive corruption, but I don't know of a country that can survive looting, because what is happening here is looting. It's not even corruption, massive looting of the country. Tukiangalia namna hii, tusikubali maneno kama haya. Na watu wakizungumza ni fitisho sasa. Tutamkamata Rigathi, tutamkamata huyu Rigathi Gachagua akikuja kwa airport, twende tumkamate. Na mambo Rigathi anasema, mimi nimesema Rigathi, hayo maneno Rigathi anasema kila mtu ameyaona. Mimi nimeyasoma two international papers about 3 or 4 weeks ago. The Economist, ambayo mnajua is one of the strongest voices in the UK, has published an editorial piece with a scathing story on this administration and its leaders, using a language that is even stronger than I've heard Gachagua use, or even any one of us in the opposition use, describing our leaders in a very, very strong language and the things they are doing in our country. Juzi nyinyi mko hapa, mliona gazeti moja hapa ya Kenya imechapisha story kuhusu silaha, na vile silaha imeuzwa, na vile tumetumika hapa kupeleka silaha kwa nchi jirani. Hakuna mkubwa wa serikali alizungumzia hiyo maneno. Mlisikia nyinyi? Hakuna mtu. Kwa sababu maneno yakizungumzwa na mnyamaze, inamaanisha kuna nini? Kuna ukweli. Hawa wakuzungumza sasa ni kutisha, kamata Rigathi, kamata huu. Yani things become criminal when they come out of Rigathi's mouth. Hii maneno ya kufanya watu kana kamba ni wajinga, wao wenyewe ndio walituambia wakati walikuwa na campaign 2022 eti wajinga waliisha Kenya. Kwa hivyo wajinga walirudi wakati waliingia serikali. Ama namna gani? Si walituambia eti wajinga wameisha Kenya. Sasa wajinga walirudi wakati waliingia serikali. Na kama wajinga walirudi wakati waliingia serikali, mbona walikubalia wajinga wakarudi? Kwa sababu walituambia wakati wa uchaguzi, walikuwa wanatuambia kila siku hiyo story yao kipindi kila siku, wajinga wameisha Kenya, you know the deep state nini. Sasa yote ni uongo tu, yani ukora. Sasa wajinga walirudi namna gani kuja kuambiwa haya maneno watuambia? Sasa ni vitisho. Mwingine amesema hapa enough is yeah. Hatuwezi kuendelea namna hii, kwa sababu in fact some countries can survive corruption and institutions can survive corruption, but I don't know of a country that can survive looting. Because what's happening here is looting. It's not even corruption. That's the looting of the country. Tukiangalia namna hii, tusikubali maneno kama haya. Na watu wakizungumza ni fitisho sasa. Tutamkamata Rigathi, tutamkamata huyu Rigathi Gachagua akikuja kwa airport, twende tumkamate. Na mambo Rigathi anasema, mimi nimesema Rigathi, hayo maneno Rigathi anasema kila mtu ameyaona. Mimi nimeyasoma two international papers about 3 or 4 weeks ago. The Economist, ambayo mnajua is one of the strongest voices in the UK, has published an editorial piece with a scathing story on this administration and its leaders, using a language that is even stronger than I've heard Gachagua use, or even any one of us in the opposition use, describing our leaders in a very, very strong language and the things they are doing in our country. Juzi nyinyi mko hapa, mliona gazeti moja hapa ya Kenya imechapisha story kuhusu silaha, na vile silaha imeuzwa, na vile tumetumika hapa kupeleka silaha kwa nchi jirani. Hakuna mkubwa wa serikali alizungumzia hiyo maneno. Mlisikia nyinyi? Hakuna mtu. Kwa sababu maneno yakizungumzwa na mnyamaze, inamaanisha kuna nini? Kuna ukweli. Hawa wakuzungumza sasa ni kutisha, kamata Rigathi, kamata huu. Yani things become criminal when they come out of Rigathi's mouth. Hii maneno ya kufanya watu kama ni wajinga, wao wenyewe ndio walituambia wakati walikuwa na campaign 2022 eti wajinga waliisha Kenya. Kwa hiyo wajinga walikuwa wakati waliingia serikali. Si walituambia eti wajinga wameisha Kenya. Sasa wajinga walirudi wakati waliingia serikali. Na kama wajinga walirudi wakati waliingia serikali, mbona walikubalia wajinga wakarudi? Kwa sababu walituambia wakati wa uchaguzi, walikuwa wanatuambia kila siku hiyo story yao kipindi kila siku, wajinga wameisha Kenya, you know the deep state nini. Sasa yote ni uongo tu, yani ukora. Sasa wajinga walirudi namna gani? Kuja kuambiwa haya maneno na kuambia.
On our behalf, is what we have agreed and is the communique of the party this morning.
Gathered as members of the Democratic for the Citizens Party. We have leaders from across the country, and we'd like to issue the statement as follows. We, the DCP, we wish to address ourselves to the nation of Kenya and the patriotic citizens of our beloved country as follows. Last week, we announced that our party leader, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, will return to the nation on Thursday, 21st August, at noon from the United States of America. We want to confirm that his return is still as scheduled. Second, we call on the people of Kenya to show up at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport at 8 a.m. to receive our beloved party leader. We shall have a mother of all peaceful processions upon his arrival. The procession will begin from the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to the Central Business District and later address a public rally at the hallowed Kamkunji grounds. The police are hereby notified to provide security, and they should not dare to demonstrate against the people of Kenya. We have done a letter to the Inspector General notifying him of the said activity. We confirm that indeed we will, and as a party and as the people of Kenya, we shall gather at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport starting from 8 a.m. This is to ensure that we plan ourselves adequately. We have people traveling from across the country, all the way from Tesoland, from Luoland, and therefore we want to have good organization and protocol at the airport. So we want to ask all our supporters traveling from across the country to be at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport as from 8 a.m. We are also adequately informed of the mischief and also plans by President William Ruto to have our party leader arrested upon his arrival at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. We are also informed that William Ruto is planning to divert his plane to either Kisumu or Mombasa International Airports to arrest him from there. We have encouraged our members to also plan to receive him in those respective airports. We want to be very particular and candid on this matter. Take notice that any attempt to arrest Honorable His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, once he lands in the country, will be met by our supporters across the country. We have asked our supporters to be on standby. We remember when His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, he implored upon his supporters to remain calm and resort to singing. This time round, the song will be of a different rhythm. Secondly, we have heard President William Ruto and his choir dream that he has been invited by President Trump to the United States of America. Mr. Ruto, on your address to the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, under the theme, Better Together, 80 years and more for peace, development, and human rights. President Ruto, what are you going to address the UNGA looking at this year's theme and the UN principles? Is it about extrajudicial killings, abductions, forced disappearances, rapid support forces of Sudan, corruption, illegal gold trade, or illegal detentions? Or on this matter, we, the Democratic Party, Citizens Party of Kenya, wishes to bring to the attention of the global community and the United Nations General Assembly that the President of Kenya has consistently violated the very principles upon which the UN was founded. That is human rights, dignity, and peace. Under his watch, Kenya has witnessed brutal suspension of peaceful demonstrations. Young Kenyans exercising their constitutional rights to protest have been met with live bullets, unlawful detentions, and state-sponsored abductions. Systematic violation of freedom of expression. Journalists, whistleblowers, and activists continue to be harassed and silenced. Failure to protect human life. Innocent citizens have died at the hands of security forces with no accountability from the Kenyan government. The UN Charter, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and the multiple treaties Kenya is a signatory to all demand protection of fundamental freedoms. Yet, the President of Kenya seeks to parade himself as a statesman before the international community, while his regime is guilty of bloodshed at home. We therefore join the young people of Kenya in petitioning the United Nations not to grant Mr. William Ruto the honor of addressing the upcoming convention. Doing so would amount to legitimizing dictatorship, tyranny, and betraying the young, the women, and the people of Kenya, whose only crime was demanding their rights, justice, and accountability. We therefore call upon the UN General Assembly to review his eligibility to speak on matters peace and human rights. We strongly call on the United States of America as the host country to consider declaring him persona non grata in line with international practices on leaders who trample human rights. We demand that the global civil society and partner nations join in boycotting and condemning any platform extended to Mr. William Samoei Ruto. The United Nations must stand with the people of Kenya, not oppressors. History will judge harshly any institution that enables authoritarianism to thrive under the guise of diplomacy. End of statement.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Just a question.
Okay?
What is your reaction on the current regime that is happening?
No, we will have a formal reaction, response to what has transpired. So today we are highlighting the coming of a king. Yeah.